Hello everyone and welcome back to ScorpioTech. In this video I'm going to show you how to make your gaming setup as immersive as possible and achieve something just like this.
Hang on! Chief!
I'll talk about the pros and cons, what you need, and exactly how I set everything up to achieve this level of immersion that I think looks incredible for playing games and watching movies. This video will focus solely on my desk setup, but if you would like to see my updated TV and console setup, please let me know in the comments since it has had a pretty nice upgrade since I last showcased it. But first let's talk about what products I opted for and also some extras that can elevate your immersion levels. The monitor I use is one of, if not the most immersive gaming monitors on the market right now, and that is the OLED LG UltraGear 45-inch 240Hz ultra-wide with a 21:9 aspect ratio. This makes it perfect for so many movies as it will fill the screen in its entirety without having those black bars at the top and bottom, and also for gaming as almost all new releases support this aspect ratio. Lighting is a really tricky one to choose. There are some cheap options out there and honestly most of them don't work that well at all. A decent choice would be going with Govee. They have some really good options with their sync box and camera assisted immersion kits, but I personally really don't like the idea of having a camera on my monitor at all times. And over the years, Govee have very much transitioned from a budget lighting brand to pricing similarly to some of the top brands like Lifex, Nanoleaf and Philips. I really don't blame them at all though. Govee have some excellent products and a great range too. However, after trying Govee immersive products and Hue immersive products, it really was a no-brainer for me. Philips Hue wins in practically every single way aside from having a smaller product range and the pricing being higher, but it is so worth it. I don't really know how to articulate it properly, but Hue's lighting seems to be way more natural than Govee's, which kind of feels artificial to me. And I also found that Hue seems to be way better at the immersive effects, especially when compared to the camera kits that Govee has. The price is really high though. In fact, the cost of the lighting used in this video is £320 at full price, although they do seem to be on sale right now for £226, which is still crazy expensive for some lights. But you know what, if you're happy with your gaming setup like I am and are wanting a way to take it to the next level, I think immersion is a really great way to do so. It adds so much to the experience, and honestly playing or watching without it now feels so, I don't know, bland. But thankfully with a PC setup you don't need to purchase the expensive HDMI sync box that you would with a TV setup, although you still will need the Hue Bridge, which you guessed it, is going to cost you another £50. So if you don't mind making your wallet significantly lighter, then Hue could be for you. But enough of that waffle, let's see which Hue products I have used for my desk setup. I decided to combine one Philips Hue 32 to 34 inch Play Gradient PC Lightstrip with two Hue Play light bars, and as I just mentioned you will also need the Hue Bridge to make all of this work. I was a bit unsure how to set everything up on a huge 45-inch monitor with a crazy curve, but honestly it all worked really well. I attached the PC gradient strip with the supplied mounts and made sure it was centered correctly. Then I placed the play bars on either side of the monitor facing downwards to cast lighting below the monitor and onto the desk to ensure I had immersive lighting all around the screen. And I absolutely love it, all of which can be controlled via the PC app or with your phone to make life as easy as possible. Of course you can also choose from a bunch of scenes and effects or even create your own, but the main event is definitely the light sync functionality, which has presets for games, music and video with varying levels of intensity to suit your preferences. I've seen some comments before with people asking if it's too distracting, and personally it doesn't bother me in the slightest. In fact, I think it adds a lot to the experience, especially with just how accurate the lighting is. In dark scenes it will remain dark. If there's a small light it will replicate that beautifully. It is a fantastic piece of tech. And then of course for stuff like anime and fast-paced games you can either have it at 100% brightness and extreme intensity, or subtle effects and low brightness. You can really tailor it to your preferences. But I've got to say, at full brightness and the extreme setting, it is just insanely cool. I really can't get enough of it.
Chief, I'm so sorry.
Not only was it surprisingly simple to set up, but it was also fairly easy to cable manage, which was a real bonus since I try and keep everything on my desk as neat as possible. I'll leave links to all of the products I used in the description if you wanted to take a look, but as I said, the prices are really wild. I do have one more little tip if you have an UltraWide, and that is to use a browser plugin called UltraWide Video that can fix some quite annoying problems with black bars. If videos are uploaded with black bars baked into the content, then YouTube and Netflix and other players will often play back with black bars above and to the sides, which is obviously terrible, so this plugin gives you a bunch of clever cropping options that lets you watch the 21:9 ratio content in its proper format. If you have any questions about anything in this video, please let me know and I'll be more than happy to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you all so much for watching this video, take care and I hope to see you in the next one.